Hello, my name is Dr. Chris Williams, and I'm your host on Well Again. Well Again is your online health magazine program where we explore fail-proof protocols for regaining health and retaining health. You are welcome. Today we are discussing something. When it occurred to me to discuss it, I wondered why we never have taken time to talk about it all these years. I do not think that we really have taken time to talk about it. We are discussing winning over memory loss. Winning over memory loss. I know that at some point or the other, we have talked about Alzheimer's disease, which is just one cause of memory loss. Okay, there are several other causes of memory loss, and today we are going to look at them as a whole. Okay, first thing to say is that forgetting something, is a normal part of life, especially when you have your mind congested, your hands are full, or you are very busy. You can forget one thing or the other. It happens from time to time. However, forgetfulness of memory loss becomes a thing of concern if it becomes something that is consistent and it's happening every time. That's when it becomes a thing of concern. However, with proper diet, with proper nutrition, lifestyle, right amounts of nutrients, and of course a proper use of the memory, one can have a sharp and a keen memory even beyond 90. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so what are the causes of memory loss? What are the causes of memory loss? Number one is aging. Okay, but like we said, all other things being equal, one can have a keen memory, sharp memory, even way past 90. All right. But some people, memory loss sets in a little earlier, and that's when it becomes concern. Okay. Also, you will not believe this: insufficient vitamin Bs, insufficient vitamins, especially that's a lack of vitamins in a person's body, especially vitamin B family, what we call the vitamin B complexes. Okay, is one of the leading causes of memory loss. So in some persons, just up your intake of vitamin B complex, and you find out that you'll have victory over memory loss. At some other times, when the blood is thickened, or a thickened blood, say as we are rising, as we are growing in life, and as especially in the face of dehydration, not taking enough water, the blood can become thickened. Okay, there are some other conditions also that can cause thickened blood. Okay, also when there's plenty of cholesterol in the blood, plenty of fatty acids flowing around in the blood can become thickened, and that's the viscosity will be so high. When you draw that person's blood, you see it, so it's almost like it's so thick. You can see it's thicker than the normal. It can be a cause of it. Okay, so what happens is that there's a blood-brain barrier. If this is the brain and this is the blood, okay, there's a barrier between two of them. It's easier for light blood to flow better into the brain than thickened blood. When the blood is thickened, it becomes very difficult for it to access the blood-brain barrier, and as such, the nutrients that the blood is supposed to carry to the brain can be deprived of the brain. Okay, so the brain after that begins to experience some kind of malnourishment or another. Another cause of memory loss will be shortages of neurotransmitters. There are some chemicals that transmit messages from one brain cell to another. Okay, so at the brain cells at their beginning and at their end. Some things like fimbriae, we call it, okay, like fingers. So, so where two brain cells join, resembles something like this. Okay, so for this brain cell to be able to transmit a message to this brain cell, it does so through through some messenger chemicals. We call them neurotransmitters. Now, when these neurotransmitters are in short supply, there will be problem remembering things, and that can be one of the causes. All right, okay. So, and also excessive accumulation of free radicals. When there's plenty of free radicals in the body, that's oxidants. When there's high level of oxidation reduction reaction in the body, it causes memory loss. Also, abuse of alcohol and drugs can cause memory loss. And then stress. In most persons who are battling memory loss, stress is one of the soldiers that literally heralds memory loss. Stress can cause about anything in the body. It can cause about anything. I was teaching in a place many years ago, and I said stress can cause almost anything in the body. Somebody from the crowd said, can it cause HIV? And I said, no, it can't cause HIV. But if you look at it very well, it can also it can lead to several things, actually. It may not be able to cause HIV, but it can drop somebody's immunity. And then if you have a contact with an HIV-infected person, it can cause it. So that's just by the way. Stress causes a whole lot of things. Stress is a major cause of memory loss, okay? Stress is a major cause of memory loss. In stress, the free radicals are high, the oxidation reduction reaction is very high, all sorts of things, okay? And then by when there is, I'm sure you know, some persons know, one of the frontline things they use to treat stress is vitamin B complex. Most stress supplements, anti-stress supplements, are actually vitamin B complex supplements. Okay, so it's no surprise that stress can cause memory loss, because we have said that B complex, also the shortage of B complex, causes memory loss. So by the time there is stress, that means the person is already low in vitamin B complex. Thyroid disorders, whether it's hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism, it can cause memory loss. Poor circulation of blood to the brain, one thing or the other, sedentary living, staying in one place, okay, can cause blood not reaching the brain adequately, and that can cause memory loss. Also, if there are blockades to supply of the blood to the brain, that's maybe some micro infarcts, some cholesterol plaques blocking arteries from taking the blood into the vein, it can cause memory loss. Mental inactivity is one of the major causes of memory loss. By mental inactivity, I mean getting to a place where you are no longer using your mind strategically. Let's call it mental atrophy. It can cause it. I remember many years ago, I was stubborn growing up as a child. I think I was, okay? And then, so we had this helper, domestic staff my parents had. We used to call them house help that time. And then I think I must have been very naughty that day. So she pushed me and I fell, and then I broke this arm. I still remember. I broke this arm, and then they put a POP there. I carried this thing for 3 months. After 3 months, when they removed the POP plaster, this hand had shriveled. It has shriveled. So anything that you are not using constantly shrivels. That's why you also see in people who have polio, that leg that is bad that they are not using, you see the leg has thinned out and it has literally become almost like it has dried up. Okay, arms or parts of the body shrivel if you are not using them, and so is the brain. The brain, if it's not constantly being used, maybe the person retired early, and it's not using their mind actively, just waking up, sleeping, they stop reading, they stop exercising their mental prowess, it can lead to the shriveling of the brain and lead to memory loss. Okay, or also physical unalertness, physical, that sedentary living, physical inactivity can lead to it. Physical inactivity, stay in one place, can lead to it. Hypoglycemia can lead to it if for one reason or the other, if somebody is pre-diabetic or they are diabetic, and they are often in hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia means low blood sugar. Low blood sugar, it can lead to memory loss. Earlier we said that reduction of nutrients or short supply of nutrients to the brain can lead to memory loss. Of course, glucose is one of the supply of these nutrients we are talking about. And of course, Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is responsible for memory loss in about 40% cases. All right, so when we come back, we'll talk more about winning over memory loss. Do not go away. I'll be right back. Hello, my name is Dr. Chris Williams, the host of Family Health on TV, and also the host of Well Again on YouTube. Today, however, I have not come to discuss health, but rather properties. I am the CEO of Visclotra Properties Limited, and currently we are developing an estate here in Mowe called the Splendor Gardens. As we all know, Mowe is fast becoming the new extension of Lagos and the future of real estate in southwest Nigeria. The Splendor Gardens is sitting on about 10 acres of land, and it is located on a very, very dry land with good access road, such that you could actually drive to your own lot. Okay, as you can see, it's also located in an already developed community, and there are built-up places around it. Okay, there are also neighboring estates like the Mr. Biggs estate, like the Golden Heritage Estate, and several other estates around the Splendor Garden. Importantly also, there's access to power supply. The Splendor Garden promises to be a very, very beautiful estate with perimeter fencing and a gated estate with CCTV and 24-hour security. Also, it will be an estate with smart homes, recreational facilities, daycare facility, and a botanical garden attached to it. And it will be a managed estate. It promises to be beautiful, and I'm just encouraging you for investment purposes, either for the future or for now. If you know persons both home and abroad, tell them to invest. The integrity with which we have done business and with which we have done ministry up until now is the same that we are going to bring into this. Please help spread the word. Thank you. I expect to hear from you.
For further inquiries, please call the numbers on your screen or visit our website at www.visglotraproperties.com.
Okay, you are welcome back. It's another edition of your favorite program, and today we are discussing winning over memory loss. Winning over memory loss. We started by saying that memory loss is it's a common occurrence in life. However, when it becomes repeated, it can really become a concern, and something should be done about it. All right, but before I go on, we have some of our books. I wanted to quickly tell you about it. We'll still talk more about it in this program. Fresh from our stables, Restore Your Health Through Detoxification. Restore Your Health Through Detoxification, it's out. And then Reverse Any Disease and Recover Your Health Through Nutrition, it's also out. And then Causes and Cure of Chronic Diseases. All right, there's a promo going on these three books, and the offer lasts while the stock lasts. Or okay, so if you call in, you'll be able to take advantage of that promo. Okay, so memory loss is it's normal, but if it becomes repeated and becomes recurrent, and then it becomes embarrassing, and that's when it can really be a concern. We said aging, insufficient vitamin B complex, thickened blood, okay, shortage of neurotransmitters, excessive accumulation of free radicals, abuse of alcohols and drugs, stress buildup, forgetfulness is a major, stress is a major cause of forgetfulness, poor circulation to the brain, hypoglycemia, Alzheimer's disease, and of course sedentary living, staying in one place. All right, so memory loss there are different types. There's long term, there's medium term, and there's short term. Okay, initially it begins as a short term thing, but after some time it becomes chronic and it can really become embarrassing. Now, how do you manage it? How do you manage memory loss? It's always good to start from the beginning. What's the beginning? Remove the causes. Remove the causes. Okay, so what are the foods that we are eating, for instance, that are aggravating or that will set one up for early occurrence of memory loss? Animal proteins and animal fats. Animal proteins and animal fats. So what should you do? Beef, chicken, turkey, remove them from your food, and then stick only with fish. Okay, very, very important. Also, remove eggs and milk from your food, and then stop frying things to eat. Stop frying things to eat. This is very, very important. Stop frying things to eat. Okay, and then the oils that, or any oil that on standing congeals is bad oil. Those are called saturated oils. They are also called triglyceride oils. You need to take them away from your food. All right. Also take foods that anything sweet. Sweet usually will sweet or sugars generally will become eventually deposited along the arteries as plaques and bad cholesterols, and then you need to remove them from your food. Okay, MSGs also, monosodium glutamate, all these food additives, food additives like sweeteners, like colorants, and all that. Remove them from your food. Try as much as possible for the food that you eat to be plant-based, and let it be natural, no additives. Okay, so remove sugars, remove flour, pastas and pastries, remove them from your food. All these baked foods and sparks, macaroni, noodles, remove them from your food. Animal proteins, we have said, remove them from your food. Oils, generally, especially oils that congeal, remove them. Even when you get oils that do not congeal, don't abuse them. Don't abuse them. Now, what are the good oils that you can be taking? Canola oil, sunflower oil, olive oil. These are the good oils that you can be taking. All right, so that's that. We have said you can eat fish. What other foods can you eat? Millet, guinea corn, you can eat it. You can eat beans, you can eat yam, you can eat brown rice or basmati rice or fada rice, and then you can eat beans also. These are the foods you can play around with. Okay, you can eat oats either as a cereal, or you grind it and then use it to eat as your fufu. You can eat your millet as fufu, you can eat guinea corn as fufu. There are several other things. Chia seeds, quinoa, you can eat them. Tamba, fonio, acha, these are foods that we in this climate can eat. Also include a lot of fiber in your food, and we have over time we have shared on how to include fiber in your food. Take coconut, blend it, and then throw away the water, and then the chaff, dry it, and then when it is very dry, bring it back and blend it, grind it dry again. And that's it, so you keep it as powder. Whenever you eat, you put like 2 tablespoons of it inside a cup of water, and then you drink it. That's good chaff good roughage for or fiber for your food. You can do the same thing with tiger nut chaff or rice. That's rice husk, the chaff of it. You can the rice husk. You can also do that with it. When you include a lot of fiber in your food, the food are less dangerous and toxic to your body. Very, very important. And then you'll be able to move bowels easily. There will be less and less buildup of toxins. Remember, we said one of the ways by which memory loss is caused is buildup of free radicals. When there's a buildup of free radicals, and free radicals come into our body from different ways, from different portions. Also, eating a lot of foods raw can help. How you can do that is cucumber, cabbage, carrots, beetroot, avocado, pear. You can blend this and drink them. You can blend them and drink them. You can eat cashew nuts. Cashew nut is good. You can eat it, and then some other nuts, but not groundnut or not groundnut. That's peanut. Do not eat that. But some other nuts that you can lay your hands on. Garden egg also is something that you can eat. So eating a lot of foods, eating vegetable salads, eating a lot of vegetable soups, these are the things that can help nourish your body better and then bring your health back to where it was. So we have said consume whole grains like nuts, fishes, legumes, brown rice, and then all that. Okay. So very, very important. So that's for food. Some other things you can do are the following. Try and do a blood test and check for the levels of aluminum or lead in your body. Okay, aluminum or lead. Sometimes heavy metal poisoning can lead to it. So you check that. Okay, other things you can do is reduce stress very drastically. There are about 7 ways by which you reduce stress. Number 1, recognize what is stressing you. What is it that is eating you up and nearly snuffing light out of you? Remove it, run away from it, or reduce it drastically. So first, I'll recognize your stressor. Second, I'll reduce that your exposure to that stressor or remove it completely. Okay. Another R is refuse. Learn to say no. Don't take upon yourself more than you can take. Many people do not know that we are different individuals and we have different capacities. We can take pressure to different levels. Okay, so you must know yourself, know how much pressures you can take, and so learn to refuse. That's the third R. The fourth R is rest. Get like 5 hours of sleep, 6-7 hours of sleep in a day. Refreshing sleep, good quality sleep. Okay, recreation also helps to reduce stress, and then relaxation. Don't always be worked up. This is very important. It is not the environment that works you up. It is you who is choosing to be worked up by the environment. If you reduce stress, you will win over memory loss, I can tell you. Okay, win over memory loss. That's very important. Then keep mentally active. This is very important. Keep active mentally. Mentally. Do something. Learn reading, getting into a training or the other. Okay, join a Bible school, volunteering, maybe after retirement. Get involved with something. People age, they begin to age, their health begins to go down so fast immediately after retirement because they are now living a sedentary life. They are no longer moving around and doing things. Okay, anything that will challenge your brain, be involved with it. Learn on the internet, register for a training. There are free trainings online. Write books. Okay, these will keep your mind challenged. Okay, like I explained earlier, once you are using your mind more and more, it's difficult for it to go into a trophy. It's difficult for it for you to begin to forget things that much. That's very important. Regular physical exercises is important. Regular physical exercises is so very important. So very important. Okay, so taking a walk, like you need about 1.5 hours of walk on a daily basis. 1.5 hours of walk will equate about 8,000 steps on a daily basis. Okay, you can divide it, take 45 in the morning and take 45 at night, or do 30 in the morning, do 1 hour at night. Physical activity helps you. If you can't do brisk walking, if you can't jog, okay, but don't overdrive yourself. All right, that is very, very important. There's also an exercise that has been found to help memory loss a lot. Okay, try holding your breath for like 30 seconds within every hour, and by the time you have done it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you will see that it improves mental alertness. Okay, when you try holding your breath for 30 seconds. 30 seconds, I didn't say 1 minute, neither did I say 30 minutes. 30 seconds. And then you just do that within each hour. Just get used to doing it. It helps to improve mental alertness. It helps to improve mental alertness. All right, so we'll continue when we come back. Please do not go away. I'll be right back. Hello, my name is Dr. Chris Williams, the host of Family Health on TV, and also the host of Well Again on YouTube. Today, however, I have not come to discuss health, but rather properties. I am the CEO of Genews.ng Properties Limited, and currently we are developing an estate here in Mowe called the Splendor Gardens. As we all know, Mowe is fast becoming the new extension of Lagos and the future of real estate in southwest Nigeria. The Splendor Gardens is sitting on about 10 acres of land, and it is located on a very, very dry land with good access road, such that you could actually drive to your own lot. Okay, as you can see, it's also located in an already developed community, and there are built-up places around it. Okay, there are also neighboring estates like the Mr. Biggs estate, like the Golden Heritage Estate, and several other estates around the Splendor Garden. Importantly also, there's access to power supply. The Splendor Garden promises to be a very, very beautiful estate with perimeter fencing and a gated estate with CCTV and 24-hour security. Also, it will be an estate with smart homes, recreational facilities, daycare facility, and a botanical garden attached to it. And it will be a managed estate. It promises to be beautiful, and I'm just encouraging you for investment purposes, either for the future or for now. If you know persons both home and abroad, tell them to invest. The integrity with which we have done business and with which we have done ministry up until now is the same that we are going to bring into this. Please help spread the word. Thank you. I expect to hear from you.
For further inquiries, please call the numbers on your screen or visit our website at www.visglotraproperties.com.
Okay, you are welcome back. It's another edition of your favorite program, and today we are discussing winning over memory loss. All right. Before we continue, I just wanted to tell us about our books. These books are fresh from our stables, and I'm telling you it because we're doing a particular promo on it now. Promo last as offer last. Okay, so it's important. If you can, you take advantage of them. Now, we've talked about this book for several years on this show, but finally they are out. The first one is Reverse Any Disease and Recover Your Health Through Nutrition. Reverse any disease and recover your health through nutrition. It's a very powerful book. It will tell you everything, how you need to position your nutrition in order to reverse your health. Also, Restore Your Health Through Detoxification. Restore your health through detoxification. Several ways by which you can use detoxification to restore your health. Fresh also is the causes and cure of chronic diseases. Causes and cure of chronic diseases. In this book, we talked about all the herbs, the causes of sickness, and then the herbs and the supplements that you need for each disease. Over 30 diseases that we talked about there. Right, some other of our books are still on sale. Reversing Diabetes Naturally is on sale. Make Your Food Your Medicine. Make Your Food Your Medicine is on sale. Reversing Depression Naturally is also on sale. If you call, you'll be able to take advantage of the promos that are going on. All right, so we started in the last segment, we were talking about managing of memory loss, and we spent a lot of time talking about diet. Okay, so your diet always affects every aspect of your life. Your diet affects every aspect of your life. So it's important you remove the diets that are destroying your body, and then you put the ones that will help to build your body. What are those things that have capacity to destroy the body? Sugars, sweet things, okay, additives to foods generally, colorings, flavorings, or sweeteners, all those things destroy. Okay, foods made from wheat, that's flour generally, pastas and pastries. These also are not good for your food, for your body. Using of MSGs, monosodium glutamate, in all these sweet spices, chemical spices, you need to remove them from your food. And then you need to reduce drastically your intake of animal proteins. Very drastically, you need to reduce the intake of animal proteins. All right, so we said about the oils that you should be using. Use oils that, any oil that congeals while standing, that oil is bad oil. Okay, so even when you use palm oil, use it very little, and then especially if you can use the top, when you put palm oil down, there's this top layer that doesn't congeal, and then all that smoke that one latter part that congeals is not a very good part of the oils you should be using. What other things should you do with your diet? Eat only twice a day. Don't eat 3 times a day. Eat around 10 a.m. and then eat around 7 p.m. The less calorie you put, if you are 35 and above, you should do this. The less calories you put in your body, the less bad cholesterol will be formed, and then the less fats that your body will store. Okay. Also, eat a lot of, if you can, where it's possible, eat raw foods. Okay, so cucumber, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, you can blend them and you drink them. Garden eggs, nuts like cashew nuts, you can eat almond nuts if you can lay your hands on them. Okay, what other food should you eat? Millet, guinea corn, beans, rice. These are the food. Yam, potatoes. You can eat all this. All right. Now, so other things we say you should do: hold your breath for about 30 seconds within every hour. Okay. After like 6 weeks, you begin to notice that your health, that your memory is getting better. Okay. If you have a way of finding out, labs will tell you. Sometimes they do air analysis. Those are expensive though. Check if you have high levels of aluminum, lead, mercury in your blood, and then you need to be on supplements that will chelate them out of your body. Reduce stress, and we shared 7 hours for winning over stress. 7 hours for winning over stress. Number one, we said recognize your stressor. Find out what is stressing you and remove it. Secondly, run away from it if it's necessary, okay, or reduce it. Number 3, we said refuse. Learn to say no. Learn to say no. Don't take more than you can bear up with. It's so very important. Stress kills. Stress kills. Stress will position you for destruction of your health. Reduce stress. Okay, very important. Okay, so recognize, refuse, run away from, rest, recreate, relaxation, and then you can also use, there's also R for revived, use of supplements, which we'll talk about later. We said keep mentally active. That is very important. Keep mentally active. That's very, very important. Do one training or the other. There are thousands of free trainings everywhere. Okay, get into some informal education, Bible school, just learn something, especially for, this goes especially for people who are retired. People who are retired tend after some time to stop being mentally active, and when that happens, mental atrophy begins to set in. Regular physical exercises is very, very important. And then we said also, get enough sleep. Get enough sleep. So very important. You get enough sleep. Sleep has a way of it literally rejuvenates you. It revives your body. Okay, when you are losing sleep, you should cry out. I've said severally on this show, don't be losing sleep and keep quiet. You may be battling with hypertension, you may be battling with depression, but more importantly, the continuous non-sleeping will destroy your health, and it can cause about any and everything in your body. All right, remove sugars from your food. We have said it. Remove tobaccos and alcohol from your food. We have said it. Okay, I put in my note here, I would like to put it the way I put, say it the way I put it in my notes. Mental agility and activity improves mental ability. Mental agility and activity improves mental ability. Mental agility and activity improves mental ability. Okay, if you are agile physically and mentally, you will also be, you'll be better mentally. Okay, very, very important. All right, so you can do that: reading, studying, volunteering. Just get involved with something or the other. All right, when you do physical exercises, when you are physically active, like walking, brisk walking, jogging and all that, more blood is pumped to your brain. And remember, we said it's one of the causes of memory loss is insufficient supply of nutrients, essentially brain nutrients, neurotransmitter nutrients that the brain needs to the brain. Okay, rest. That cannot be overemphasized. Rest, it's so very important. Rest is so key, because stress kills. Okay, stress kills. All right, and then any other causative thing that you have discovered or that you know after, as we have shared there, remove it from your life. Also, okay, drugs, some drugs like benzodiazepines, benzodiazepines. Okay, an example is diazepam, that's Valium 5. Continuous use of such drugs can destroy your memory, so you want to take them from your away from you. Also, painkillers, continuous use of painkillers, continuous use of antihistamines, and then can destroy the memory. The idea is find what. That's why I always start with talking about causes, because if you can lay your hands on the causes and you remove them, after some time your brain health will start returning, and then you begin to get yourself. That's very important. Okay, so that's that. Do not forget, just before I go on a break, you should subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Dr. Chris Williams, Dr. Chris Williams on YouTube. We're also on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. just try and follow us. Our handles are scrolling as I am talking now. And then also the phone numbers. Send WhatsApp message is most preferred. WhatsApp message is most preferred. But if you also send SMS, you can. Responding to SMS cost us money, okay? So, but if you do WhatsApp, that's more bearable on us. It may take a couple of hours. It may take 12 hours, but we will respond to you. Okay, so also we do trainings. We do trainings, several trainings, particularly second week of every month, Wednesday, Thursday, sometimes Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, we do trainings, okay? These are paid training. If you come in, we'll train you, and at the end of the day, we'll give you a certificate of participation in the training. Also, we train around, we train in seminars, we do several seminars, we facilitate seminars in churches, several churches around. I just came in from doing a tour of Delta and Anambra State. Okay, I was in Asaba, I was in Onitsha, and I was in Eku and Warri, and then all those places. So if you tell us early, we can come to your church, we can teach the people of God about their health, all right? And then also your corporate bodies, your company, we can, if you have retreat managers, retreats, low staff cadre retreats, we can come and tell them about health. Okay, the healthier your people, the more productive they will be. All right, I'll go on a break now. When I come back, we'll talk more on winning over memory loss. Do not go away. I'll be right back. Hello, my name is Dr. Chris Williams, the host of Family Health on TV, and also the host of Well Again on YouTube. Today, however, I have not come to discuss health, but rather properties. I am the CEO of Visglotra Properties Limited, and currently we are developing an estate here in Mowe called the Splendor Gardens. As we all know, Mowe is fast becoming the new extension of Lagos and the future of real estate in southwest Nigeria. The Splendor Gardens is sitting on about 10 acres of land, and it is located on a very, very dry land with good access road, such that you could actually drive to your own lot. Okay, as you can see, it's also located in an already developed community, and there are built-up places around it. Okay, there are also neighboring estates like the Mr. Biggs estate, like the Golden Heritage Estate, and several other estates around the Splendor Garden. Importantly also, there's access to power supply. The Splendor Garden promises to be a very, very beautiful estate with perimeter fencing and a gated estate with CCTV and 24-hour security. Also, it will be an estate with smart homes, recreational facilities, daycare facility, and a botanical garden attached to it. And it will be a managed estate. It promises to be beautiful, and I'm just encouraging you for investment purposes, either for the future or for now. If you know persons both home and abroad, tell them to invest. The integrity with which we have done business and with which we have done ministry up until now is the same that we are going to bring into this. Please help spread the word. Thank you. I expect to hear from you.
For further inquiries, please call the numbers on your screen or visit our website at www.visglotraproperties.com.
Okay, you are welcome. Today we've been talking about winning over memory loss. Okay, and then we also talked about the promo of our books that we are doing. These books just came off our stable, the stable of Family Health, and then reverse any disease and recover your health through nutrition. This book will literally take you by the hand and walk you through nutrition towards your health. Okay, it just came out, and then it came out alongside restore your health through detoxification. Restore your health through detoxification. And then another one that came out alongside them is the causes and cure of chronic diseases. Causes and cure of chronic diseases. Okay, so these three books, there's a promo on them presently, and the promo lasts as offer lasts. All right. So, but if you catch this and you call, we'll be able to quickly you take advantage of a promo, some good discounts that you can take advantage of. Meanwhile, that we have still on sale some of our books. Reversing Depression Naturally is on sale. This book is very beautiful and has helped several people around the world, literally. Okay. There's also Reversing Diabetes Naturally. It's on sale. And then the Sickness-Free Fail-Proof Protocol for Regaining and Retaining Health. It's not here now. Okay. And then there's this one, Make Your Food Your Medicine. Make Your Food Your Medicine. These books are on sale. If you call for them, you'll be able to take advantage of them. Now, back to the topic of discussion. So, what are the herbs and the supplements that help memory loss? Okay, the first supplement, and I think the most popular herb that helps memory loss is ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo has gone by several names. Okay, has several names. Some people have even claimed that if you use it, you'll be excelling in your school and all that. Whichever, it helps memory loss. It's been established, it's been tried and tested over years, if not over decades or centuries. People have seen that, have attested to it, that ginkgo biloba helps. How does it do? Ginkgo helps it improves flow of blood to the brain. It improves flow of blood to the brain. Also, gotu kola also helps flow of blood to the extremities. Okay, and as such, it can also help. Ginseng also helps. Siberian ginseng or any other ginseng help. But please, if you are dealing with hypertension, or you have a cardiac issue, you don't want to use ginseng. Okay. Garlic helps. Garlic is a very good supplement that helps memory loss. Anise is one of the herbs that was given to Jesus. Okay, that was presented to Jesus. You know, when we were growing up, we used to. They taught us that the shepherds, the wise men, came and gave Jesus treasures. So we thought it was money and all that. And then it was recently, when I started doing this, it occurred to me that at least 2 out of the 3 things that were given to Jesus were herbs. Anise is a herb, and then frankincense is also a herb. Okay, the other one is gold, and it may have been a herb also. Maybe it was shortened because there's a herb called golden seal. So maybe it was just herbs. What am I saying? What am I bringing out of that? Herbs are very useful. Herbs are very useful. Jesus said, he was talking to the Pharisees. He said he was accusing them of tithing anise and cummins, okay, and neglecting the weightier matters of the law. Anise and cummins, and neglecting the weightier matters of the law. Okay, so herbs help a lot. So anise, ginseng, garlic, gotu kola, ginkgo biloba, and then in our practice we have used rosemary. Rosemary herb has been very useful, okay, because it contains some alkaloids. One of them is the rosmarinic acid. Rosmarinic acid in rosemary is very good for the brain. It helps memory loss. Then things that thin the blood, herbs that thin the blood, like cinnamon, like turmeric, like cardamom. They help to thin the blood. Remember, we said when the blood is too thick, it's difficult for it to access the blood-brain barrier. Okay, these also help. Then there are some things that help there's an amino acid called acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is one of the things that that is very relevant in formation of neurotransmitters. There are several things that help to build it up. Okay, so and then you can also get acetylcholine supplement by itself. Okay, you can also get it. All right, some other so supplements that can help memory loss are supplements like vitamin B complex. Let somebody battling memory loss, they should be on very high amounts of vitamin B complex with extra vitamin B3, B5, and B6, B3, B5, and B6. They can also get acetylcholine supplements on its own. Boron supplements is needed, and then upazin A. In our practice, we have also used upazin A very successful. By the way, there's another herb called bacoba. Bacoba also helps a lot. Some other things that help to reduce cholesterol within the blood are things like lecithin. Lecithin helps to reduce accumulation of cholesterol and build up of plaque within the blood. Omega-3 also helps to reduce cholesterol within the blood. All right. So some other things that can be needed. You need the alkaline drop. Alkaline drop alkalizes the water, and when water is alkalized, it's able to permeate the body the more. Okay, what part of the cause of thickened blood is dehydration, and sometimes it's not because the person is not drinking water, but the body is not absorbing the water like it should. Okay, if you are alkalizing your water with alkalized drop, you'll be able most of the water you'll take will be able to find its way into your body. Okay, so lecithin, alkaline drop, omega-3, upazin A. Upazin A is so very good in rejuvenating the brain in memory. We have used upazin A with amazing results in our practice. Okay, some other supplements that are very useful are supplements like manganese. Manganese is useful, and then phosphatidylcholine is one of the raw materials for building acetylcholine. Phosphatidylcholine is one of the raw materials for building that. All right, it is abundant in soya. Phosphatidylcholine. So if somebody is dealing with memory loss, taking soya can also help them. And then vitamin A and carotenoids generally. Carotenoids are alkaloids gotten from carrots. They are also very, very useful. All right. Some other supplements is vitamin C, at least like 4 grams of vitamin C on a daily basis. Remember, we said that buildup of free radicals and products of oxidation reduction can lead to memory loss. So vitamin C is is like we call it, is the mother of antioxidants. Is the mother of all antioxidants. Very, very powerful vitamin C. If you take like 4 to 5 grams of it on a daily basis. Zinc also, especially zinc with copper. When zinc is taken with copper, it's more useful to the body. Okay, it's very useful for memory loss. Some other supplements are acetyl L-carnitine, L-glutamine, L-thyroxine, and L-aspartic acid. These are different supplements that can be useful to the body. All right, that will be the end of our discussion today. But before I go, I would like to remind you that we can come and train your people. This is very important. Your staff, if you're a manager somewhere, or you are a director, you are an employer of labor, we can train your people in a strategic health retreat, okay, or maybe your end of whatever retreat, we can come in and train. We have trained the federal, trained with the FIRS, with MTN, First Bank, and several others. And then we have trained in numerous churches across Nigeria, in South Africa, in Dubai, in several places. Ministers' conference, we can come and talk to the people of God. We can come and talk to the people of God. All right. Also, we have some trainings that hold monthly, first, second week of every month, Wednesday, Thursday, sometimes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, and then it's a paid training. If you indicate interest, we'll be able to make you join the next batch, and then we'll organize that training for you. Very, very important. So our books are still here. Our books are still here. There's Reverse Any Disease and Recover Your Health Through Nutrition. Reverse Any Disease and Recover Your Health Through Nutrition. Discover the secrets of sustaining good health through diets and nutrition. This book is a bomb, and you don't want to miss it. There's a promo around it right now itself, and this one, Restore Your Health Through Detoxification. He said, the writer there said, winning the toxic warfare. Winning the toxic warfare. It will amaze you how detoxification, proper, adequate detoxification, effective detoxification can help to restore your health. Also, as part of that promo that I talked about, is this mini book, Causes and Cure of Chronic Diseases. Causes and Cure of Chronic Diseases. Myself and Dr. Daniel Ekele have written these 3 books, and we just released them now. There's a promo. If you call in, there's a good discount that on them right now. Some other of our books are still available. Reversing Depression Naturally is still available, and then there's Reversing Diabetes Naturally. It is still available. Make Your Food Your Medicine. Make Your Food Your Medicine is also still available. Other books are Sickness Free, and several other books. Some are not yet in print. All right. Do not forget. It's important. Doing these little things can help your health, and don't forget, your portion. God's design for you is to be healthy, and working with you, you can be healthy. Thank you so much for watching today. Till I come your way again. Bye bye. God bless you.